Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Haven't flown this in quite some time, so nothing special. Just the weather has been very windy and it calmed down enough for me to come for a little flight. 3D printed UH1-N, I believe this is. There's a few versions. Just waiting on GPS. I'm going to leave it for another 20 seconds or so afterwards, and then I like to just test the GPS before I commit to a flight, just in case. So there we have green. Just going to leave it another little bit, and we're going to rotate it once, just like that. It's still green, which means the GPS is locked, but it doesn't mean that you'll have a flawless GPS flight, of course. As usual, I like to fly in Atti mode, so I have that here, just like that. And yeah, let's give her a go. 1, 2, 3, and run. It's been a while. Let's see if she holds together. And here we go. Lovely. So we're in Atti mode now. I haven't gone to GPS yet. So let's try the GPS. I like to just be a little bit distance away. And oopsie, so I was just looking at something. So GPS, here we go. Locked, nice. Let's bring it back, still in GPS mode. Bit windy, bit of a drift, nothing major. Anyway, okay, so back to Atti, and off we go. So I'm testing my little 2200 battery here, which saves 100 grams. You should get still 8 minutes, in fact 8.5. 8.5 minutes you should still get. I see I need to change the tail rate on this a little bit. It's just a little slow. What a lovely machine. Okay, back to GPS there for you. Nice and solid, even with the wind. Back to Atti, and that's the wind. That's lovely. Such a nice looking machine. In fact, between this and the Bell 412, I actually can't decide. I like them both. I like them both equally. These have been some of my more popular models. So there's GPS mode, very solid, absolutely no issue whatsoever. Basically hands-free into Atti, and off we go. I must not forget that they have planted trees here, so we'll just keep it at a couple of meters high. Lovely. Absolutely stunning. You know, these H1s, I've never had an issue with them. I know there are lots of people who do have some issues, blinking lights and not maybe understanding what they all mean, and then possibly panicking and whatever. But if you just understand what the lights mean, or what to do if you have a compass loss. Compass loss is basically when there's some interference, and let's say you're in GPS mode and the helicopter suddenly does this, yeah, and when that happens you will have no control. It doesn't matter how hard you try, and that's when people usually shut the motor off and crash. So I'm suggesting that if you have a compass loss just like that, I'll just simulate it. Just flick to Atti mode and you'll see nothing really happens. So here we go, compass loss, Atti mode. Look at that, it just drifts. Now you can just turn it towards you, bring it back. Look, at some point you have to learn to fly, otherwise, you know, you're just relying on a computer all the time, which is fair enough for the first let's say 10 batteries. But then I would really suggest flicking to Atti mode. So people also want to know, can I take off in Atti mode? Well, that's what I do all the time, and there's no real difference. No real difference, except for that once she's up she will start drifting. That's the only difference, but it doesn't lose height. Look, it's very windy now. Let's go to GPS quickly. You can see the trees, you can see the helicopter fighting. So I would recommend a wind still day. Don't try this in a gale force, of course, because then you're going to have that happening in Atti mode and you might lose orientation. So pick a nice wind still day. Get a bit of height. Let's just go back to GPS. Get a bit of height like this, because you can always flick it back to GPS, eh? Don't forget. Nose towards you, yeah. Atti mode. Fly it. Fly it. Keep it where you are. Try and keep it there. And if you get a bit flustered, flick it back to GPS. And now I'm basically hands off, yeah. So always with the nose towards you, so that you know left is left. I mean left is left, right is right, forward is forward. So we're in GPS, yeah. Look, it's quite windy. I'll go to Atti mode here, and now you're just playing with this stick here, just to keep it somewhere that you're happy with. Maybe bring it a little bit closer, like that. And if you get flustered, flick it to GPS just there. That's why I have the switch here. I don't know if it's in shot, probably not. So it's very easy to, you don't have to let go of the radar to try and find the position here. You just flick it. Yeah, so Atti, flying, flying, flying. Oh dear, where am I? GPS, as easy as that. Yeah. So it's really not a drama. Not a drama. So back to Atti. Here we go. And very controllable, nothing major. So it just takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's really not a drama. If you've flown your heli a few times in GPS mode, let's just go to GPS. Here we are. So you're comfortable with having a side view, going sideways. You're comfortable with doing this, going forwards, etc. Then for the first time, just gain a little bit of height, flick it to Atti, like that. And if you think, oh dear, just back to GPS, and that's all that'll happen. It'll just sit there. Look, we're over the 8 minutes now, so I'm going to come in for a landing. I'm back in Atti mode. Absolutely happy days. Beautiful machine, smooth, lovely. The H1 doing its thing. So So here we go, nice touchdown. And look at that, eh? Absolutely beautiful. 8.5 minutes, probably get 9 out of that battery. And it's a little 2200. So yeah, happy days.